my thoughts on the different communities on YouTube. Certain communities, such as the red pill, the black pill, the incel community, man, and also the true force of loneliness. I realize, man, a lot of those guys that's in the communities, that's in those communities, they're not trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust them. Just because we have the same struggle doesn't automatically make you a trustworthy person. Because a lot of those dudes are just down on their luck when it comes to women and money and all that stuff. I get it, but when it comes to actually coming together and building something and trusting one another, that's a totally different situation, and it's not going to happen. It's like males have no unity, but then I realized something. Males, like men, do have unity, unless if you're a scumbag, an asshole, a snake. You know what I'm saying? If you one of those things, there's going to be unity in your faction. Because I realized something, man. We as humans, we're no good. You know what I'm saying? We're evil. You know, in my honest opinion, man, humans are nothing but evil creatures, man. We're evil. And by being a scummy person, you can hook up with another scummy person, and y'all can come together and, you know what I'm saying, just stick together. You know what I'm saying? Just stick together for the most part. But when it comes to the so-called good guys, not so much. I don't see a lot of good guys sticking together like that, man. I really don't. It is very sad too. But you got the bad guys, the scumbags, the assholes, the snakes. You know what I'm saying? They tend to stick together, man, like packs, in order for them to destroy the good. It made me realize that people don't. I don't know, man. I could be wrong, but maybe just maybe I need to look within myself, man, and make changes. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. You're supposed to look in the mirror and make that change. But the way how things is going right now, I just need to be by myself. You know, so I don't want no, I don't want, you know, to tell you the truth, man. I don't want no so-called friends or no so-called family, man. I really don't. I don't want no friends and family, man, because it may be because they can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Throughout my years, experiencing life, talking to people, and dealing with people, you know what I'm saying? I realized that your worst enemies are either your friends or your family or both. When it comes to me, it's both. You know, that's why I'm jaded. This is why I stay to myself. Oh man, oh, man. I don't know. Man. I just have to pause for a minute, man. It just boggles my mind. It really does boggles my mind on how things really are. It's like it's like the bad guys, aka the villains, tend to stick together. But when it comes to the so-called good guys, where they at? Nowhere to be found. And that right there just lets me know that humans are inherently evil. Just give them time. What I mean by time, just give them time to grow up, and they'll tap into their inner evilness. I'm not trying to say all humans, but a lot of us, a lot of humans are no good. A lot of people ain't no good. Man, I don't know, man. I just have to pause for a minute again. I just have to pause again, man. It's like, damn, god damn. Like, what is this shit, man? What is this? What is this, man? But you know what? But you know what, though, man. In the end, I realized in the end, as a man, as men, we have to change our circumstances. We shouldn't have to wait around and complain about our plane. We should have to, worry about, like complain about where we at right now, because real men change their circumstances. Real men stand up and make that change within themselves and also within their environment. See, there's a reason why the Creator created man, because men are supposed to be the leaders. Men are supposed to be the authoritative figures. Men are the ones supposed to pave the road, you know what I'm saying, for society. Just, you know what I'm saying, just pave the road for their family in general, man. Because the family unit is supposed to look up to the father. Because the father is not only the master, is not only the provider, but also the king of his castle. You get what I'm saying? But I digress on that, man. Yeah, but when it comes to dealing with people, man, I can't trust them. I'm jaded. Yes, I am jaded, and I am cynical. I really am. I'm cynical to some degree, and I'm jaded to some degree, to the point that I realized, throughout my life, I realized that people never did like me like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. All people are not supposed to like you. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. That's a given. But what I've experienced is utterly disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a total disrespect and the lack of respect from people in general. And it just makes me realize that I need to be by myself, man. I don't need to be bothered by people. I do not need to be bothered by people. You know what I'm saying? It's like these humans, man. Well, actually, man, they don't. I mean, they do bother me, but at the same time, it's like I have to be by myself, man, because humans ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? They're not trustworthy. And it sucks, but it's the truth, man. Maybe isolation is a good thing for me because, for the most part of my life, during grade school and high school, I was isolated from my peers for the most part. And I realized something too. And, I realized something too. When it came to those demographics of the school that I went to, it was mostly black. Mostly black, the hood, so-called ghetto. See, the reason why, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But the main reason why I was isolated is because I lived in the hood, and also I was in the hood type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I lived in the hood, but I never did perform or act like I was from the hood. I was always myself. You know what I'm saying? Being a regular Joe. I never was a person that said I want to try to fit in. Hell no. I did my own shit. I did my own thing, man. I ain't trying to fit in or nothing, man. I wasn't trying to fit in with the times and all this stuff. But more importantly, I wasn't trying to fit in with people that didn't give a fuck about me. That's what we are as a people. Listen, when it comes to a collective, everybody wants to be a part of a team. They don't want to be left behind, Because, you know what I'm saying? Because humans, don't want to, leave, I guess. They don't want to, you get what I'm saying, man. Overall, man, I don't know, man. It hurts me that I have to be isolated, but it's the truth, and it saves up a lot of heartaches. It saves up a lot of, just heartaches and joy. It just saved me from a lot of grief and pain that's within my heart. I just want to do right and make my money and just do the right thing. All I can do. That's all I can do, man. Just do the right things for me. You know what I'm saying? Go to work, pay my bills, pay my taxes, stack my money up. Because I realized something, man. Having money is not a sin. Having lots of money is not a sin. You know what I'm saying? Having money grants you freedom. Freedom to do whatever, freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by true freedom. True freedom is when you have the money to do a whole bunch of stuff for your own enjoyment. That's freedom. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about that, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Just that people are not trustworthy unless you're a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That you're a bad guy, that bad guy can team up with you. Or just kill the bad guy in general. Yeah, well, that's all I gotta say, man. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. It just hurts me. It hurts me so much to realize that, you know, that not only men but also females too, that they're not, yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. Man, that's all I gotta say. Uh, yeah, thank you so much and have a good day.